on our dick. Pull up with a stick, any pussy get it hit. Pull up with a stick, let it hit. Pull up with a stick, let it hit. Pull up with a stick, let it hit. Pull up with a stick.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this makeup look, so we're just going to get started. I'm using the Meadow palette from the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. I'm using this color right here marked with the heart, and I am just blending that into my crease with a IT Cosmetics 105 brush. I tried to include more of my blending and I zoomed you guys in because you always ask, so yeah. Once that color is all blended in, I'm going to go in with this dark blue. It's like a navy. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, you have to be very patient with this color. It takes a lot of building and blending, but as you guys can see, I'm focusing the color in the outer corner and dragging it forward into the crease. And you just want to keep doing that. I'm going to build it, taking more and more color, as you can see, and just dragging it forward, blending it outward. Just be patient. I'm also going to go back in with that IT Cosmetics brush and just blending the edges and then going back to build the color some more. I ended up taking a little bit of Makeup Geek Carbon, which is just a black eyeshadow, and deepening it even more, and then blending it with that blue because I didn't want it to be that harsh. From here, I cut my crease. I'm using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. That's what I use to prime my eyes as well, if you guys were wondering. Of course you weren't, because you know that's what I always use. And I wanted my crease to be like sharp as fuck. So I am like, you see me. I'm like in that crease, girl. In there. And then I blended the edges. You always want these edges to be nice and smooth, so I'm using a little bit of Makeup Geek Carbon on that tiny brush right here. This brush is from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. I don't think they have names though, so yeah. And then I'm also blending it in with the blue and just going back and forth until the edge is nice and smooth and clean. Going back into the palette now, I'm taking this green shade. I don't know why I thought that this was gonna be just the perfect look. So I started to pack that onto the inner corner. And then I went back into the palette and took this shade here. It's more like a titanium type of color. And I put that in the middle. But then I realized that the green was ugly as shit. So I took that blue shade and I started to drag it further into the inner corner, and then I just ended up covering up the green completely with it because the green was ugly. So yeah, and clearly I wasn't happy about it because I'm all out of frame. Then I'm taking my MAC Feline eyeliner. This is just a black eyeliner, and I'm waterlining my eye, and I also tightlined my eye as well. Then I'm adding some falsies. These are the Lashae lashes in the shade Destiny, and I'm just popping these bad boys on. Moving on to my skin, I'm prepping using this GlamGlow moisturizer. I love this illuminating moisturizer, but I hate the fucking smell, yo. It smells so bad. Then I'm prepping with the NYX Do Me Up primer. I kind of spilled some on my shirt, that's why I look like that. And just rubbing that all in. As for foundation, I'm using the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil Free Foundation in the shade G50. You guys know on camera, whenever I blend stuff out, it always looks like it's too light, but I promise you, it is not at all. I also added in some Jouer beauty oil because y'all know I'm dry AF and I need some moisture. And this brush, again, is from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. I'm not sure the name. Like I said, they don't have names on them, so just look for that brush. Trying to, you know, get around them edges, y'all. My frontal was late. Moving on to concealer, I'm using this Maybelline Ultimate Conceal, or whatever it's called, in the shade Light Medium, and I'm just placing it, you know, everywhere I would normally highlight my face. And I don't know why I wanted to use this brush to blend out my concealer, but for some reason when I seen the brush, I was like, oh, that shit gonna be bomb for concealer. And it was, so that's what I used. It looks like an eyeshadow brush, but it's a little fluffier than an eyeshadow brush. It worked really well. So that's what I used to blend out my concealer. Of course, I'm taking my good old Laura Mercier powder and just setting all of those areas in place. I'm using a beauty blender to do so, checking up close. I don't know, I guess I felt like I was putting too much powder on or something because I kept looking at it like, what is going on? But anyways, so yeah, I just did that. I look like a ghost, but don't worry because I'm bringing out the MAC Studio Fix powder in NC47 right here. And I'm just gonna bronze myself. This is a Morphe M527 brush, literally the only brush I ever use for bronzer, but it's just so bomb, y'all. I can't stop using it, so I use that. My bronzer is a little intense, but y'all don't have to talk about me. It's okay. I just live my life, you live yours. And then I'm going to cut my cheekbones using the Laura Mercier powder, and then I'm gonna brush it away. Then I'm taking this blush. This is from Wet n Wild. I didn't use a lot at all, like just a little bit. And this is the shittiest nose contour I think I've ever done in my entire life. Just ignore this part. I honestly don't even know why I put this in this video. What is that? What is this? Terrible. Just fucking ignore it. I'm going to an oldie but goodie. This is BECCA Opal. Y'all, that highlight was popping. Like, why did I stop using Opal? It was so bomb. Oh my god. So I'm just putting that everywhere, and then I'm gonna spray my face. I'm using my Tatcha Dewy Luminous Skin Mist. First of all, y'all, you don't need this much. Stop don't use that much. I'm then taking these white dots, or this white liquid liner, doing my dots. I did the outer corner, the inner corner, and I did some under my eyebrow too. I was feeling real dotty this day, real dotty. Then smoking out the lower lash line, I'm using the same dark blue that we used on the top of our eyes. And I added bottom mascara. I just didn't include it in the video because y'all know how to put on mascara. And if you don't know how to put on mascara, just practice, boo, practice. So then I lined my lips with this Bare Minerals lip liner. I think it's in the shade GenNude. I think that's the name of it, if I'm not mistaken. Then I used Creme D from MAC, of course. And then I put on this lip gloss from MAC. I'm not sure of the name, but it'll be down below. And that completes the look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.